There we go. To 170, 169 pounds. 2:52 p.m. I got some crap to do later. I got a chem test coming up in a week or two. We got some writing stuff to do. But within the next 24 hours, there's definitely some work that needs to be done in the spirit of adapting my schedule in the most optimal way possible. But I want to get that out of the way first. And then, chill later tonight. I don't like... Well, I don't really like when anything messes with the lift, but, the last thing I want to do is, go sit at my desk for, I don't even know how many hours straight, probably. Well, I say straight, but if I sit there for 4 hours studying, what percent of that is really, just me on my phone? Plus, I'm going to be, watching a YouTube video at the same time, so, that's how studying's done, in my opinion. Well, not in my opinion, but for me. I can't just sit there and frickin' spam out, equations and stuff. I need some dopamine stimulation. I'm an addict. I'm a phone addict for sure. I guarantee it. But chest? Well, not just chest. We have chest and triceps and side delts. But this gym it's got some nice Smith machines for sure. But what kind of perplexes me is they have, one is a little bit different than the other, and I like the one that's older, which they might get rid of, I heard, in preparation for a new one, but they don't have the new ones yet, which just kind of sucks. But instead of free barbell, I might do incline Smith, which we've been doing, just for now. But after that, I'm pretty open to whatever today. If I fall into old habits die hard, that's fine. But if there's something new that catches my eye, we might just go with that. I can make use of it. There's cables. You got to be resourceful with that kind of thing. But even if all they had was, the benches and dumbbells, I can do some incline bench and then dumbbell flies. Still get a pretty freaking solid chest pump. You got to be able to get a pump with whatever you have access to. So I'm not too concerned with lack of equipment. The only thing that really gets me there is, with legs, I'd say I'm a bit reliant on specific pieces of equipment for leg training. Just because, let's say I've got back planned. And, I can find a bar to do pull-ups on, even if the gym was closed. But, it would just be more lighter squeezing sets than really heavy, bent over rows or some other type of movement. But I'm sure I could find some type of way to have a backpack and do some lateral raises, or, you know what I'm trying to say. But with legs, specifically, there's not really any better way to hit your hamstrings than a hamstring curl. And, kind of a leg extension. I'm a bit of a fanatic there. But just when it comes to squats or leg press, those are pretty solid. You get what I'm trying to say. Just we have access to, if you're on vacation, you have a hotel gym or whatever. Don't let that, cause you to get a misconception that you can't really have a good lift. And the other thing that's going to make you have a bad lift is if you believe that you're going to. So inversely, if you believe that you're going to have a good lift, you sign yourself up for success. So pretty soon we might do some beta-alanine, some caffeine, we'll see. But I'm actually starting to get a little excited for it. Crap is going to go down. When your cheeks and ears start tingling, back of your hands, that's a good feeling. But I mean, I wouldn't get any of that feeling if I took it a minute before my first working set. You got to give it some ramp up time. But I'll say the performance benefit of it is more about the loading phase. Your pre has to take a little bit of time to be absorbed. So a little bit of a. Well, then again, I think I yapped a little bit too long, but let's get in there. Let's warm up and start with the first working set of chest. We got our top set loaded here. 155. We did it 3 days ago. We did it for, I want to say 9. So today the goal is either 9. I mean, obviously I'll be happy with more. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'll be happy with more. But the goal is 9, just so that I can rest assured we're not losing too much strength. Our wrists are feeling pretty exposed today. I don't know why. It's just how I'm feeling. So depending on how I feel, I might just take these off for the flat section. But I'm hoping that we get this first set started pretty soon. Again, the goal is 9, but I'm yapping. I'm procrastinating before we start the set. All right, let's get it. Nope. So 9. Honestly, that's fine. Let's get 2 sets of back off at 135 started here. I may have not filmed the second set, so that one's on me. My bad. But we ended up getting 10 or 11. I don't remember. Count. So we're gonna do one more here, and then probably do. Well, no, we'll do one more, and then we'll switch to flat smith. But, let's just get this freaking set started. Oh, my bad on not moving this earlier. Apologies. Alright, let's switch to flat. Alright, I got 2 sets here. I put up 155. I got 12 3 days ago. So today, I'm going to try and get 12 or more. Last set, I think I got 10. It's not, must have mean I got 11 on the set before that. The one I forgot. Hopefully my mic's working. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, let's get into these. Alright, One more. Here, I think, I don't know, it might just be me, but I didn't really notice on the incline wall flat. I noticed a huge difference with these wraps as far as like wrist stability, like feeling exposed. Definitely noticed a change. That guy is doing 3 plates on leg press for a single leg. Let's just get this freaking set started. Go do some triceps. I lied. We're gonna do some chest press. Alright, let's get. I forgot to check my mic. There it is. I'm gonna do maybe 2 sets here. Let's do one more. That's 12. Sweet. Okay, triceps. Alright, let's get a couple sets here. Thinking 2 or 3 sets, depending on how pumped I am. But lower the weight, so we're gonna do it away from the body. Alright. Okay. I think 2 more. Okay. One more. Okay. Let's do some low to high. Set of low to highs going here. Assuming I set them right. The cables, I mean. Hopefully gonna get like 10 to 15. Forgot to check what I got last week. But Okay. Alright. Do 2 more of those. Okay. 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 Let's do some side laterals off camera. And then we'll do dumbbell low to highs for the squeeze. Low to highs going here. Okay. All right. Let's do one more. All right. Let's do 2 sets here. Slow, controlled. Don't know how many reps, honestly. In the range, hopefully. Okay. Let's do one more. I'm gonna go up to the 20s. Alright, triceps. Let's do 2 sets here. And we'll go check the pump. One more on the switch. Sorry. One more. Switch. Home stretch. Alright, let's go check the pump. This pump looks like before my phone dies. Alright, I'm a little hyped. Those low to high dumbbells felt really good. So, yeah, let's just stop yapping and take a look. Alright, side tricep. Feels good. Side chest. It feels good. I don't know what's going on here, but get one more side chest. All right. Did 3 sets of cable lat raise off camera, but no abs today. Oh, just even looking at that, whew, looks good. We do not have a long way to go. Cool. Do some cardio and get out of here. All right, a little bit of time has passed. Had to do the classic post-workout ritual of sitting on my phone for a little bit and then going to get some food. But now I got some stuff to do. I got some other food that might be calling my name. We'll see how we play out the rest of the macros of the night. But I would like, I don't know why I'm jonesing for fat-free cheddar cheese. Oof. That stuff you can't really get at Target. But that'd be pretty freaking good on some ground beef or some turkey. I just ate. But if you get a lean, well, I guess you can't really call it a lean cut because it's ground beef, but if you get a lean package of ground beef, push it up higher into the, I don't know, like protein to fat percent. When you get up into the 96%, 98% is like the leanest I've probably seen in ground beef. You get there, you strain off, some of the stuff, kind of shake the fat out. You can probably get about half it out, but you're not going to get 100% lean like you would with, well, not really a meat, but if you're eating egg whites. Well, even like, we'll get these big cuts of turkey breast. I'll get those from Costco back home. And there's probably a little fat in there too, but there's basic premise of what I'm saying is like a lean meal. I'm not extremely concerned with post-workout carbs. I had some rice at the dining hall on my way home, but that was pretty freaking good. I definitely need some more protein for the rest of the day. Stimulate some synthesis. I'm freaking tired, man. I am freaking tired. It's like I took a big nap yesterday. I didn't really sleep good last night either. Well, I got hit with the let's just call it the what's the word? Whatever. I don't know. The post, last meal, gets stuck on the bed and you accidentally fall asleep. So I guess I got like 6 hours and woke up wide awake and then went back to bed. But I guess I just felt a little bit unrested. But, I wouldn't call it my perfect A game on sleep. Still got a sick pump. Chest especially, with those low to high dumbbells. If I really push it on a chest workout, if I didn't hypothetically push it, I could tell the pump would be, noticeably less intense. And I guess I'm kind of lucky with all I really have to do is those 7 or 8 sets, get a solid burn, re-rack it. That's enough stimulus, at least for now. I guess you got to base what you do on a specific muscle, based on the results. But, if you had a super wide and thick back compared to the rest of your body, I guess you can probably chill out on back a little bit. It's your strong suit. For me, we got to push it a little bit in the side delts. They're kind of out of proportion to the triceps. Got to push a little bit in biceps because they're a little out of proportion too. It only matters, back width, upper chest for me, just a few more areas than other people normally have. But, you'll figure it out once you get like a solid pump, get a good amount of muscular fatigue in. And then if you do something like that for a couple of months, you notice an upward trend, your chest starts growing, shoulder starts growing, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're not noticing a change, well, I'd look at what you're doing and say, this isn't freaking working. Let's change this crap up. If you can't come up with a new, training method or whatever, have some buddies or ask like the big dude in the gym for some tips. He may not have a perfect answer, but, he'll funnel that into your brain and just kind of analyze it, take it. But I guess the plan for the rest of the day is just to chill. Cardio in the morning, maybe, or we'll do it after the workout again. Tomorrow we've got back, rear delts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Calves, I only really hit. I always hit them off camera. I only hit them like a couple times a week. It doesn't really matter when I do them. But that's pretty much it. Guess next time I see you will be for back tomorrow.